Good morning, this is Cara with the Ministry of Uncover No More. I'm going to see if this will take. This video is going on my website where I am sharing space with JRR Tolkien. As a person, I've come to grips finally with the fact that I'm artistic and have magical ability that nobody understands, and am a solitary pagan much of the time. I can say that the relationships that I'm privileged to maintain on a daily basis, we are reaching a place of peace that I haven't had since I was born, and that is because my mother and her family lied about my father and I by the end of my father's life, and it's taken me a long time to reestablish my identity as not Christian, because I was forced into Christianity. I myself chose it to be in unity with my parents and supported them in their lifestyles. But then my family's Davis Beatty election was found out, and people didn't submit one to another with me in the process of getting here, and that took 14 years. It's May. In May, my dad and my two youngest children were born in May, and so May is a big deal to my family. So I say all that to say, in the last 14 years, I found out and was pleasantly surprised that I'm Tribe Judah elect, Gentile. I'm an artist. I'm a good mother. I'm a teacher. I have a strong voice for universalism, and I can be strange. And in human terms, I've had some mental breakdowns, but that's not my real story. That just is the story that people say to explain the strangeness of the fact that I'm also an exorcist and a sorceress. That's the magical side, and that side has some very strange testimonies to it. My family doesn't know what to do with, and I understand that until I don't. And today, all that I'm going to say is JRR Tolkien is living with me because I chose to invoke him with the King of Kings. It was my choice. I'm glad I made it. Because what he knows is that he and I will understand ourselves in the modern day if I will, as the Gentile to his Jew, if I will read the book, art it, and invest it with Tribe Judah election, which I can do. I can read the book of Revelation and interpret it in the modern day. Have done. I get destroyed that way because Christians, there's too high of a population of Christianity in this country that just wants to be right, and they don't fucking care about people. If you want to see how they're being divided, you just read Revelation chapters 1 through 3. I don't need to read it, because I can sit down with any pastor or any elder in any church in any country, Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, whatever, and I can tell you exactly where you are in that. And you'll want to take my head off because you don't want to know the truth, and you don't want to be set free. What you want is to control people through religion and money, both of which you have leadership in. So, it doesn't take a high-level mathematician in the modern day to understand that 2 + 2 = 4. Okay. So back to J.R.R. Tolkien and I. I was confining his artwork of his book, The Silmarillion, to a small sketchbook. I have one that is large, 8 by 11 large, just like this. The paper is rough. You use crayon, you can use ink, and you use pencil. You don't use anything with water. You can use watercolor pencils, but you cannot apply water. And I'm going to use both books. Now there's already pages in the 8 by 10 like this used. Both of these I will use rhinestones. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because this is the second manifestation of an explanation of something in the elven world that is 2 paragraphs long. And I'm not going to use my voice anymore. I'm going to use my voice when I need to talk to the people of the world. That is how I'm going to use my voice. And I just did it. And I just released an article with a video with my voice. And I reread the poem of President Zelensky at the same time that I showed you a door that I painfully made and had to get rid of that book. It's almost like this kind of paper, but it's green cover. And so I took the artwork out of it that I could use. I put it under file. I've got a file box now for my family, and that's all my family. And there aren't very many people in that family. And I'm not going to explain that. You can go fuck yourself, America. I'm done with you. I'm sorry, but social media sucks. But it's real. It's just as real as in real life. And we've got to deal with that. And this is Gen X. And there's some baby boomers. Millennials and Z, take a number, get in line, because you need to get over yourselves. And I've been saying that for years, and I'm going to use my voice there, and then when I need to use my voice, because you know, people are dying for the wrong reasons these days. It's called wickedness. I much prefer to stay in my artistic side where I am freehand arting, and all of a sudden puppies and kitties and elephants and death angels that are cute come out of it, which I drew tarot that are floral, and that's what came out. Okay, but on the rhinestone side, that's real, and I'm slowing down, and so I'm going to use, this is going on my JRR Tolkien blog. I'm going to use a large book and a small book, and you're going to read with me, America, if you want into universalism. I'll just establish a religion. It's called rhinestones. It's called you get up and you love one another and you fuck the rest. All right. Have a nice weekend.